So this video is the nightmare from all nightmares. Funny job, I was sitting outside of the job in the van and the lady tapped on the window a week before and said, would I come in and give her a quote to install this cylinder? And I said to her, well, I'll just repair it. And she said, well, I've already bought the cylinder. Clearly she already had the cylinder. What was she going to do with a cylinder of that size? Anyway, so I stupidly, I was in a rush, quickly looked in and thought no big deal of it. In hindsight, it was a nightmare. The cupboard on the left hand side had to be partially dismantled. It was built in, so every panel was screwed in and screwed to the next one, so it was a right fiasco. Taking the original cylinder out, I chamfered both edges on the adjoining units and it managed to squeeze out, but the new one wasn't going to squeeze through. 2 attempts at trying to lift it into the space, and the 3rd attempt I got it, thank God, because I was exhausted. This is hard work on your own and I don't advise anyone to do it. I'm kind of used to it. I work on my own. So the point that I'm trying to make is, if you can, get some help, but if you have to, needs must. So it was a day's work. I decided to use the freeze the pipe work so that I didn't have to access any of the other radiators and start draining down, refilling, etc, etc, and being responsible for other parts of the system. So that's what I've done, and there's a second, a spare 2-port valve on this, and sometimes as they provide it, fit it to the system and lock it open. Then if the original one goes down, you can always wire that one in. The install went not too bad, a day's work. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. Good luck, and thanks very much for all your comments and all your support. Really appreciate it all, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. That's what I'm changing today, and that unit there's got to come out as well. Let's go to work. We're draining this down, and clearly you can see on this pressure release valve is going the wrong way. It should be above all of this. Badly piped up. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm draining it down. I advised the customer I could repair this. They weren't interested. They wanted me to put in a new one. Fair enough. So we've got tap open, and I've got to find a way to sort this out. And this space here is almost, well, it's 10 mil smaller than the actual cylinder. I'm going to drain off the cylinder which goes outside. What's the wash? What's happening? What you do is you can open this and you can anyway, valve open up the top to drain it. Got the lowest tap open. Open a bit tight and drain. So we've got the eco-freeze cap at high level now. I've got this up here on the steps. So that one. The idea is we'll flow in the return here. I'm going to freeze those so that I don't have to touch the other 17 radiators in this house or any other part of the heating system. I'll put 2 valves on here, and then I can work on this section here, and then we'll have to figure out what the hell we're going to do with this contraption here. So I just kept that off, but that was the issue. I know it was. This is a Caleffei. So this is how far we've got. I've taken out the electrical connections. What I've done is chopped out the discharge pipe, an isolation valve on the cold van, the outlet for the hot water. That way I can turn the water back on, and I can put 2 isolations on that, and then I don't have to touch any of the rest of the radiators or central heating filling side. Then I've taken off these cabinet doors, hoping like hell that that squeezes through there. If it doesn't, this unit's got to come off. Been on for quite some time now. It's on the heating pipes. It's incredibly warm in here. It's well over 20 odd degrees in this room, so I'm hoping that that's got it. You can see there it looks frozen, and on the other one, so I'm going to crank this open and keep my fingers crossed. So here we go. There it's out with a Versafile. This was so tight. So I'm going to crank this and see if I've frozen it. This could get me into a world of hurt very quickly. It's a bit weird, no pressure at all. Well, it's good for me, but my luck with floods recently. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Anyway, here's living on the edge. So I've got frozen up that way. And that's why I like the Versafile. You can do that. I've got these frozen, it's really hot. I'm going to chop this. All of the open ends are open, so I'm going to cut this, put in a new valve, and then I'm done for that. I'm isolated. These two are isolated, they're off now. I've got that isolated, and I've got a hot outlet isolated, so now I'm completely off on the hot water cylinder, and we've got no spillage and no issues. So going to unfreeze it. Now this is unfreezing. When it bleeps in a second, we're live, and we haven't had to touch like 17, 18 radiators, plus bathrooms, towel rails. For me, it's 11 o'clock. I'm fully isolated, so now I can carry on with the rest of it. So I've been here since 8:30. I've got this all taken out. That's us. That's it. This one's even bigger. Don't try this at home. Change the bottle. We've got a cylinder in the space, pretty high up. I've got the expansion in. On the Worcester they come as separate expansion vessels. So we've got that in. Got the combi valve in. Got a capped off balance supplied because there is none. Got our TPR pressure relief valve on the coal mains. It's as good as I can do here because you need 300, which I've just got here, going out to the outlet on a full. Swage join here, swage here. Ton dish there so you can visibly see. Combi valve there, and I've done it so that you can undo the top, undo the bottom, take that all out, clearly isolate the supply. And you can do that without any issue. Got drain off down at the bottom, and that's us. So just going to fill it up now. Going to turn it on. So here we go. Really doesn't seem to be any leak at the moment. Hot outlet. a separate thermostat sensor, which literally just slots in, and then you've got a couple of screws to secure it. So you just do that. So, one side open. Okay. Undo the other. This is open. Just open this. Balance it up. Got my details, so any issues at all, that's it. So